Hey everybody, Chris here on a Sunday night. Welcome. We're going to be talking tonight about the week ahead, looking at the charts. Looks like we're taking a little bit of a downturn on Sunday evening, and that is what I predicted. If you were with me on Saturday night, I said that we're probably going to have a pretty slow day trading on Sunday, and then Sunday evening, Sunday night, things would probably get a little more dicey. And here we are experiencing that now. If you're watching this on the video, on the replay, because all of my live streams become videos on my channel, you weren't with me on Sunday Night Live. So please join in every Sunday or every night at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's Boston time, United States, where I am. And join in on the fun. As always, please like and subscribe. Appreciate the support. So what is going on tonight? Let me drop down in the corner here. And so this is what we're talking about. Now, we're not going to talk about that, Trash Panda. We're not going to talk about that. That's in the past. We're moving forward, okay? We're moving forward. So sideways trading we've been having, as predicted, with Doge on Sunday. But this evening, we're having a little bit of a downturn. That is following Bitcoin. Bitcoin also starting to trade down a little bit. But look at Bitcoin for 3 days since we had that big drop 3 days ago. Flat sideways with very, very little volume. Little tick up, little tick back down and sideways. So that's where we are in crypto right now. Just sideways, just waiting for the week ahead. So we're going to be looking at what's going on in the week ahead in a minute. But here we are with this sideways trading. And again, right now, Doge is having a little tick down. So we'll be watching this as the stream goes on. Right now, we've pre-market and looking at the futures. Just a little bit of red in the Dow futures, S&P futures, NASDAQ futures. So not looking great, but we also have the Chinese trading and Asia markets are actually going up a little bit on the Monday in Asia. So kind of mixed right now. Not much to say there, but the week ahead, we do have in the week ahead, we've got some Jerome Powell comments. He's going to be actually testifying for a couple days. We'll see what he says about inflation and interest rates. And then some jobs data is coming out as well. Important catalyst this week. Congressional testimony Tuesday and Wednesday from Fed Chair Jerome Powell. So we will see what he says in front of Congress. It's going to be guiding investors how the central bank is thinking about inflation and its rate hiking campaign going forward. So the stock market usually reacts to this. Crypto market usually reacts to the stock market. So we'll be watching that. Traders are also anticipating the February jobs report on Friday, which follows January's blockbuster report that showed the economy added 517,000 jobs. So with those added jobs, the markets performed very well. Economists are expecting 225,000 jobs added in February. Now, this is much less than what was in January. So is that 225 already priced in, which is much lower than what was added in January? I don't know. We'll see. On Monday, the latest factory orders data will also be released after the bell. So that's after 4 o'clock East Coast United States time will be this factory orders data. Economists are expecting a decline of 1.8% in January. This is 1 month lag on that. And that's compared to a 1.8% gain in the prior reading. So we're expecting a decline. A decline is bad, but if we're already expecting it and it's already priced in, then nothing happens, right? If they hit that number, I don't know. So we'll see about that as well. But that's about it. There's not a lot of earnings reports on the stock side this week, so we will see. Cryptocurrency price prediction, SHIB, Doge, Binance coin. What's going on there? Let's take a look. What to expect from Shiba Inu. Satoshi raises the prize pool. That's right. Shiba Inu's lead developer, Satoshi Kasama, recently announced an increase in the prize pool for the monthly Shiba Eternity tournament. Kasama increased the frequency of the tournaments to twice a month. So there is a bullish sentiment for SHIB ecosystem participants. So, Satoshi's just getting a lot more people involved in SHIB, their whole ecosystem. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Will Dogecoin demand wall hold its ground? Well, it hasn't tonight. Tonight, we're seeing that little dip. So while the uncertainty from Silvergate's bank's clients, cryptocurrency exchange, crypto firms dropping the financial institution triggered a correction in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So what they're looking at is they're saying this big dip back here a few days ago, now in retrospect, was all based on Silvergate. Now, I covered that a few days ago in the stream, and I think that there's a lot more going on than that. But as we're uncovering more and more about how integrated Silvergate was, creating liquidity and market making for exchanges, they were providing a lot of liquidity. And to have that cut off, it looks like isn't great for cryptocurrency. And the exchanges are finding other avenues now on which to gain back that liquidity. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Coinbase was out of service most of Saturday. And as we were talking about last night, this big dip here last night, you couldn't buy that on Coinbase if you were trading on the Coinbase exchange. Trading didn't start again till like after a few of these green candles coming up. We're already back. So was kind of thinking last night that, well, maybe we'll revisit those levels again. And it looks like tonight or tomorrow we may do that. So those that want to buy on another dip, looks like we'll probably have another opportunity. One interesting thing here is not only the client exodus from Silvergate, but there was this article in Forbes, dumb money dove into crypto crisis as institutions fled. So, institutions hear about recession, right? That's like a recession, that's such a bad word. And so institutions, take money away from their risk on assets and put them into bonds and stuff like that, right? But what do the crypto buyers do? We just pour money into crypto because it's a bear market. And in that bear market, we think we've already hit the bottom, putting money into crypto. We know that there eventually is most likely going to be a bull market. And when that bull market takes off, we're already sitting. We're already in there. So that's what I'm doing. Again, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but I tell you what I'm doing, and I'm still accumulating on these dips. And I tell you when I'm buying. And last night I told you what I bought. Tonight I'm close to hitting a limit order on Avalanche, and I'll show you that in a little bit as well. $100 billion game changer. Crypto could be heading into its biggest week ever. Really? Biggest week ever? I think that's a bit much, Billy. This is Billy Bambra, who writes about crypto on Forbes. A little overblown hyperbole there, I think, by Billy. However, Bitcoin, Ethereum, other major cryptocurrencies seen their recent rally collapse as the regulatory war on crypto heats up. Bitcoin had rocketed by 50% from the beginning of 23, stalled, crashed back. Is Bitcoin going to continue to come down and retest lows? Are we going to see it go below 20,000, even maybe to 18 or 17? I don't know. Right now, I just see a lot of demand happening, a lot of demand. So I don't know if the selling is going to continue at these levels or not, but we'll see. Fears are swirling around whether Silvergate will implode this week. I think that was the dump that we already had. So if Silvergate does go completely under, yeah, there may be another little knee-jerk reaction, but probably not a 1,000-point dump of Bitcoin like we saw a few days ago. So we probably won't be seeing that. So this is all Silvergate stuff. I think we covered that. And what we have now are exchanges like Coinbase are finding other ways to link up with financial services in order to get fiat onboarding and offboarding their exchange. So we'll see how that works out. So that is that. Doge. For other Doge news, pretty quiet otherwise. The Dogecoin creator speaks on not working with Elon Musk. That would be Billy Marcus. And then SHIB, we got a little SHIB news as well. SHIB gets listed on a Japanese crypto exchange. So what's that? Talk about that. So Billy Marcus, a lot of people were guessing, when Elon had put out this tweet, like looking for a new CEO for Twitter, a lot of people were saying, hey, give it to Billy. It would be awesome if Billy Marcus became CEO. And Billy was just like, no. I like my job. I'm good. I don't want to work for Twitter. So that's all that was about. Even if it was engineering, Billy's basically tweeted out, no, I'm good. So that was that. And then there's OKCoin Japan. So that's the Japanese branch of San Francisco-based OKCoin is now supporting SHIB. So SHIB is continuing to get rolled out onto more and more platforms around the world. So I think there's a lot of momentum building for shibarium. As I've told you, I bought some SHIB. I've got a good chunk. And I'm not going to be sitting on the sidelines the next time there is a run on SHIB. So we'll be watching that as well. And the burn rate also for SHIB is up nearly 8,000%. So this is the one thing about SHIB, right? Is they continue to burn SHIB tokens. They can't mint anymore. So now it's just burning. And the burning, of course, makes the SHIB more valuable. Of course, you can still buy 1 billion of them and own 1 billion of them. And I have over 1 billion SHIB now. So we'll see. Now they're talking about burns in the millions, and that's not a huge amount. But if they're continually doing it, and there's a site that does an hourly SHIB update and says daily tokens burnt the past 24 hours, 43,192,000 there. And in the past 7 days, 148 million. So not huge dollar amounts, but they are continuing to burn. So every day, more and more SHIB is burned. And then that's going to be built into shibarium when shibarium launches, and projects that work on shibarium also leads to more burning of SHIB tokens. So that's going to be interesting. Another exchange called BTCC with over $9 billion in daily trading volume announces surprise support for SHIB. And then earlier this week, Bone, and Bone is going to be the token that is actually used on shibarium. Bone was listed on crypto.com. So I look, because I've got crypto.com on my phone here, and all I have is Crow on crypto.com. I don't own anything else, but sure enough, there's the Shiba Swap Bone is on crypto.com. So before now, you could only get it through Uniswap or on the SHIB token, their own website, where you could swap SHIB for Bone. And that's the other way you could get Bone. But now you can start to buy Bone on crypto.com, and they're going to be on more and more exchanges going forward. So it'll be interesting to see how the price action between the SHIB token and the Bone token compares going forward. And then this is the shibarium website. Again, this is for people who are developers that want to build projects, and the SHIB developers will assist you depending on what kind of project you have. So that's what this website is for shibariumtech.com. This is called for those that are looking to build on Shibarium. So that's kind of interesting. A roundup on the latest news. Again, over the weekend, not a lot happens on in crypto overall, but we are seeing a little bit of a drop. Here's Algorand has just dropped below 22 cents. Not great for Algo. Kind of a big drop this evening for Algorand. We did have a couple in the green. VeThor token. So again, in my watch list here, VeThor token has had a little run this evening, but VeChain didn't. VeChain is dropping down. Usually these two are kind of moving in pairs, but VeThor token had a big dump here yesterday, so it's recovering from that. But it's kind of interesting that it's trading up here while VeChain is going down. But I get VeThor tokens on Binance.us as rewards for staking VeChain. So I've got VeChain on Binance.us, and I get awarded VeThor tokens from that. And I have a link in the description below here for Binance.us if you're interested in checking that out. They do have staking of our number of coins, and I do a lot of my crypto trading on either Binance.us or Coinbase. I have links in the description below there, as well as Robinhood and Webull. So you can check those out. Of course, wouldn't go without saying, here's my Ledger Nano S hardware wallet. I have a link below for that as well. Highly recommend when you buy crypto on your exchanges that you then transfer it to your Ledger wallet. I also use Exodus wallet. That's what I was using before I got the Ledger, which is a soft wallet, but I don't use it on the app. I only use it on computer. I use the computer app. And I only log in and log out in order to load in crypto or do a transfer. I do not use it live, would never have it on an app, which is why I don't like the Ledger Nano X or the new Ledger that has Bluetooth and is automatically linked with Ledger Live. I think it's only a matter of time before we hear from maybe some people losing some crypto there. I'm going to stay away from that. I like the S, no Bluetooth. I only plug it in when I need to transfer on and then unplug it. So that's what I use for my Ledger. So that's my update for Sunday night going into Monday. Join me every night, 9 o'clock East Coast time, Boston time. That's when I'm going to be on live. And we'll see how the Monday day goes. I hope you all are well, and we will see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.